Hello and welcome to day 1 of Nigerian Vegan Kitchen's 7 days of Christmas rice. Today we are making a jollof feast. There's so many videos of just jollof rice, so we're doing a whole feast, and that's featuring chicken style tofu. And first you're going to drain the tofu because it usually comes with water to preserve it, wrap it and press it. You can buy a tofu press or you can just put a bag of rice on it like I have. And then I'm going to prep some cabbage and carrots and onion. You can use white cabbage, there just wasn't any in the store. And you're going to grate this. If you don't have a food processor like this, then just grate it with a normal grater, and then pour that into a container. And now we're going to move on to our homemade mayo. In all honesty, I freestyled the measurements with this. The measurements are below. You should definitely measure before doing this. But you're going to need some plant-based milk, apple cider vinegar, maple syrup or liquid sweetener, and lemon juice. And then you're just going to blend it, and then you're going to pour in your oil gradually and really slowly. Once you've poured it in bit by bit, then you're going to just blend it for like another minute or so, and then you should be done. And then I've just added some chili flakes to the blended cabbage and carrots, and I'm going to add in the vegan mayo that we've just made and combine that in. Then I'm going to go back to my tofu, which has finished pressing for about 10 minutes. All the water comes out when you press it, and it makes it much firmer. It will break and be like really soggy, and you won't get that nice like crunchy, crispy exterior if you don't press it. So you should definitely press it before continuing it. You don't need to use rice, you just need to use something heavyweight and squeeze as much water out as possible until it's firm like this. Then I'm going to just chop this up into squares. You can chop it up into whatever shape you like. And I'm just going to add it to a bowl and begin to season. All the seasoning that I've used is below in the description. But I've essentially just used coriander powder, paprika, salt, black pepper. I think these are like the classics, and parsley. These are the classics. Oh, and garlic powder. I'm saying it as I'm watching it. But these are the classic things that you need like to season meat style veg meat or tofu or plant-based food. And I've also added in some corn flour because it just helps again with like drying the tofu to make it extra crispy when I fry it. And then you're just going to mix that in really well and cover it and let it marinate whilst you cook your rice and prep your rice. Now for the rice, I'm going to wash and parboil some white rice. I don't necessarily parboil, I just cover it in hot water and let it sit for like 10 minutes and wash it, and that's usually fine. And then I'm going to blend some tomatoes, ginger and garlic, bell peppers and onion. I'm not using that much onion in this blend because I'm going to chop up some onion and put it in the rice itself. Once that's finished blending, I'm just going to add my onions to some hot oil and fry these. And then I will add in the tomato blend and then season it. And let this cook for about 10 minutes or so until it looks done. Oh, I've also added in some tomato paste too. Then when that's done, I'm just going to transfer it to its final cooking destination. And then I am going to add in my washed and parboiled rice. And then you want to mix this in at this stage. Like, you have no other chance to mix this rice to your heart's desire until you're completely content. Once this thing starts going, you cannot stop and start mixing it or it will burn and it won't cook properly. So do all your mixing now. Make sure every inch of rice is thoroughly covered. And then I just added some water into the pot where I cooked the tomatoes to just no waste, no worries. I say this all the time. And then I'm just going to cover the rice just about with water. Don't drench it in, you should still be able to see the top of the rice. Don't drench it in water or it'll be soggy and you won't get good jollof. Then I've just added in some extra Maggi and pepper. So just taste here and add in anything that you need. And then I've also covered this with tin foil, and I'm just going to let this steam cook for about 20 minutes. Again, don't mix. If it's not done when you go in to check if it's cooked, add a bit more water on the top and let it steam again. Don't mix it, don't stir it, just leave it alone or you'll destroy your rice. And then I cover that again, and when it's finally soft and cooked like this, as you see, then I'm going to just finally, now you can begin and stir everything in, and you know it's done. But don't do this until you're like certain that the rice is soft enough, and don't add in too much water. You just have to monitor and add in your water bit by bit and just see how things go. That's the best way to make jollof rice. Then I'm just going to fry this tofu until it's crunchy and crispy on the outside. And that's literally all there is to it. That's how you make a vegan jollof rice feast. Everything on the plate is present, is accounted for, and it tastes really good. I mean, for the first day of Christmas and in this series of rice, this is your bog standard Christmas meal. So I'm looking forward to your Christmas dinner when you make this dish and when you enjoy it. Enjoy it. I hope you like it. I'll see you in day 2 tomorrow. Bye for now.